What's going on YouTube? It's Twitchy. I'm back. I had to take a week off just because I caught something at work, fortunately, but I'm back, so hopefully our upload schedule will be back to normal. But I have a special video for you all today. It's super jam-packed. We've got a giveaway, 5 lovely codes for you guys, and you guys have to enter right away because I've got to give these away by the end of this month. So we've got that giveaway, we have another sponsorship today, and then last but not least, I'm going to show you guys what it's like to do Storm Duel with over 135 6 stars. So without further ado, let's get to the video, and if you guys do like the content, make sure you thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so you see my future videos. Today's video is going to be sponsored by HUAWEI AppGallery. If you're looking to save extra money, make sure you're listening. All information will be in the video's description below. So today we are going to be looking at how to install the AppGallery on an emulator, specifically LD Player. So first and foremost, we're going to go over to the settings. Let's go over to other settings. For ADB bug debugging, you're going to make sure that it says open local connection. Okay, so now we have to grab this article. I will have the article link in the video description down below. So we've got the play your favorite Android games on HUAWEI AppGallery. Okay, we scroll all the way down, and since we are not doing BlueStacks, we're on LD Player. We've already installed LD Player, of course, via the LD Player website. So next we grab the script, and that's going to be this link right here. Download the script from here. So that's going to do a quick download. It's going to ask you, are you sure? Yes. You're going to keep it, show more, keep anyways, and that's going to start the download. Then we're going to open the file. You know, we've got a lot of protection on our computer, but no, this is not going to give you any viruses, so we are running anyway. So it's going to do a quick little download, and I'll be back once it's finished. So once you see the AppGallery installed on your emulator, go ahead and run that up. We're going to have to log in. We don't have a number already with them, so log in with password, then click register at the bottom left. So for country and region, I didn't see the United States there, so I'm just going to go with France. It works. And then I'm going to see you guys once we finish registering. Now that we're done registering, we're going to want to search up Awaken Chaos Era to install it. I've already installed it, so go ahead and get your resources downloaded. And I do want to show you guys real quick. So if you go over to this Easter, well, actually, if you go over to apps on the left hand side, if you click campaign, this is how you kind of redeem your coupons in the app store. So we go over to Awaken Chaos. It's going to ask us to rotate our device. So on the right hand side, you can rotate your device on the in. And then it's going to load up their campaign. We'll also have a link to this down below in the bio. So we're going to go ahead and claim this offer. It says welcome, please read and accept terms and conditions below. So this is basically just half off of $10 purchases. It has to be $10 or more, and it isn't half off anything more than $10. So if you're getting the Magic Pass for $10, you basically only have to pay $5. So it's super nice. We redeemed the coupon. Let's go load up the game real quick, and let's see what the diamond discount they have to offer us is. Alright, so we are in the diamond store. It looks like you do get a 10% discount off of the diamond, so that's super sweet. So once again, guys, if you are trying to save some money, make sure you check out HUAWEI AppGallery. We'll have all the information down below. And let's get back to the Awaken Chaos content. Now, before we get started, I do have 3 tips for you guys. My very first tip is that you can use the same exact pieces on every single hero. It doesn't matter. You can throw your very best AoE Avery set on Zachary, on Garanol, on Lightnick, Ciara. You name it, you could use it an infinite amount of time. So that is super important. My second tip is we've got opponents right here. If you are struggling or if you feel like your team has any chance of losing, all you have to do is go over to Edit Squad and click Save. and it will reset your opponent. You can do this an infinite amount of times until it has a lineup that looks easy enough for you. And then last but not least, my third and final tip is gear your heroes with speed. So in today's instance, we are mostly going to be skipping all of our battles. So that means most of our battles are going to be on auto, which means the person that takes first turn already has an advantage. So I typically like to gear all my heroes with speed. You know, of course you don't have to put Hackerin in speed boots, but that's kind of just a little tip or something that I'm working on right now. Just transitioning all of my heroes into speed boots, into Raider sets, just because speed is still super important for speed tuning and then just getting that first turn for that initial advantage. So let's get started. Alright, I did lie to you guys. We have a fourth tip for today's video. So squads 2 through 10, I do like to keep pre-save. Mostly these teams have a good foundation. They have a good high win condition. Most of them have enough damage. Most of them have good support, maybe some control, but I know they can, or they do have a high chance of winning in regular arena or team arena. So that's just a little fun fact, or it's just a little strategy that I like to use, as well as saving team 1 just because you don't want to use slot 10 because you're going to be scrolling back and forth constantly. I like to use slot 1 to swap out all of my filler heroes, and that is going to be the last tip for today's video. And then before we do continue, I do want to talk about our giveaway for today. So I do have 5 giveaway codes for you guys that I do have to give away before March ends. So if you do want a chance at winning this giveaway, all you have to do is like the video, be subscribed, and then comment down below who is your most wanted legendary hero in the game right now. And I will be picking winners on the 31st, so make sure you're checking the comments, your notifications, because I will be asking you to DM me on Discord, or I will be trying to contact you on Discord just to give your code, because it will be expiring next month. So back to the content. Now proceeding with our OP squads, we're just gonna go difficulty 3. Well, actually, you know, we might be making mistakes. So first, these are our very first matches of this session. I have kind of procrastinated a little bit. I didn't really get a head start, but the best strategy is to actually start with your filler squads, because you know it's just gonna get more difficult as you win. So what I like to do is I like to grab at least 2 or 3 really low or under-leveled heroes, or maybe heroes that I know aren't going to really impact the PvP field too much, and then I will grab a really good carry. For example, my Orion, he's a beast. All he has to do is get first turn and he could pretty much one-shot any like non-Hackerin composition. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And like I said, today's video we are skipping all of our battles, and I did mention earlier how many 6 stars we have, but if you missed that, we've got over 135. So hopefully today's video isn't super long. Oh, I just made a mistake. Why did I do that? I did that with our OP squad, but it doesn't really matter. I still feel like we have a chance of winning. But so if I were a non-gambling man, I would probably rematch make because there's a Lydia here, because we have a chance of losing if she dodges. But you know, look at that, we won that anyways. So we're just gonna continue going forward. These filler squads, you guys are gonna kind of notice that I really like to pick my my carry, or just like an AoE damage dealer that I know can kind of, or has a chance of wiping the team. I like to pick them with my my underused or non-OP people. So right now I'm just gonna go with Nero because he's my next best carry outside of Uriah. This Mathasia team, if this was a level 70 Mathasia, I probably wouldn't go into it, but we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Okay, we do win, and then this team doesn't really look. Potentially we could lose. We could lose by Baron, but okay. Now, my guys, I just have a lot of confidence in Nero because he's fully booked. If he wasn't, I probably wouldn't have risked it. But like I said, I'm picking my hard carries first, just to get him out of the way, just to get these lower levels used up, as well as, I don't know about you guys, but I just don't really like scrolling all the way to the right every single time. So the faster we can get these guys out of the way, the better, in my opinion. So our next best carry is probably going to be Valeria. And then, like, these guys aren't really, like, bad in PvP. I just don't really have them cliffed or ability, their max ability. So they're going to need a strong carry right now. And I did bring Valeria into a full water team, but honestly, she's pretty speedy. She's like 220 on every. So as long as she can wipe someone, she can kind of hold her own. And as long as, like, they don't have a speed booster on their team, like an HUAWEI or a Winstrix, I can kind of guess that she's gonna go first. Sometimes you find those weird 300 speed teams that shouldn't be, but yeah. Right now we're in a low difficulty, so that shouldn't be happening. So our next carry is probably gonna be Bulin. That's our next really strong AoE damage dealer. So I'm curious if this wins. Okay, it does win. And then this is a super underlevel team, so we're just gonna go again. Okay, so far so good, guys. I was gonna be a little worried just because you usually don't skip all the battles, or I usually don't go difficulty 3. It's usually never both. But now we're not doing too bad. Our next best carry, I mean, this team isn't really bad. We're just gonna have to find like a non-wood heavy composition, right? Or maybe like a heavy fire team, or maybe, okay, so C-Kane, if he applied his invincibility, I probably wouldn't be able to win there. If this Tia freezes me, we probably won't win. And okay, I think this team might be okay. Alright, there we go. So Bocce's really nice. If you guys haven't built up a Bocce, he's like an insane tank buster right now. He's dealing 30 to 40 to 50,000 damage just because of his ignore defense. So you guys should definitely check out Bocce. Okay, so our next carry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We're gonna throw in Baron. He's booked. She's gonna be able to do some fun things. Let's put in him. Let's put in some of the weaker guys that we know aren't gonna really bring too much to the table later on. We're doing pretty decent right now. And like I said, I mean, we are pretty low for difficulty. Once we hit difficulty 8, there are just some insane max ascension, level 70, full book compositions that it just makes you go against. Our next carry is gonna be probably Hitoshi, yeah? And let's bring Hitoshi in with Irindel, maybe him, maybe Kane, full wood, whatever. It should work. I believe it should work. Hitoshi's a beast. If you guys don't know about Hitoshi or haven't built him up, new players, mid-game players, you should definitely do some research into him. He's amazing. It should work as well. A bunch of squishies plus Blackhorn. Hitoshi should have enough damage. Okay, so we can bring in Ashlyn as well. She's not like an insane carry, especially on auto, so we might have to pair her with someone, which is okay, right? We don't need everybody just carrying every single battle. We can bring in some more crowd control. We can also bring in, yeah, okay, let's bring in Trista. I think they pair really well together just because when she detonates for ignites, that actually activates Ashlyn's trait. It's pretty cool. And it has a possibility of giving her additional turns, which just means, you know, more fun stuff. Okay, so let's find our next team. We've got to find some of the underwhelming guys. Probably aren't gonna really do too amazing, like this squad, right? Not too hot. I'm not sure if we have any more carries though. You know, Frony might be able to carry us, if anything. Or actually, Yeah, let's throw in a Frony. I think she should be able to do some good stuff as long as we don't bring her into Lightwing Zack because he does not crit, so we can definitely keep her. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. No CC. I don't think they have any way of not killing, or any way of killing a Frony. Should be fine too. There we go. Next, got to. Thor's a pretty solid carry too. He's actually the magic pass. I want to do a showcase on like all of these heroes. One day, right guys? One day. But Thor's a beast. He kind of counters the unkillable meta right now, especially with his ult. He has what the old Vance used to have. Throw back to the pre-nerf Vance, or post-buff pre-nerf Vance, when he could just one-shot everybody and anybody. That was crazy. Okay, who else? I'm thinking we bring in Lightwing Zack. 2 bruisers shouldn't really have too much of a difficult time. Maybe they might lose against this team. No? Okay, we're still going pretty well. Although I don't think we have enough damage to kill that Metasia. But we really don't want to try it. And let's see. Yeah, we should be fine here. No! Okay, our first loss. Okay, so that's the only downside of skipping full auto. Like, in that case, if we were to manual, I would have turned into like Yolanda with Kyle and then so on and so forth, but it is what it is. So our next carry is probably going to be Dragon as Rena, and we can throw in a decent support for her. Jacasta's really solid for cleansing debuffs and then the invincibility. Throw in a nice bruiser for her and then throw in a pretty solid speed DPS Hugh. Haven't you guys booked Hugh? I'm kind of curious. Let me know down below in the comments. I think I've seen a few of my guildies book him, but I haven't really heard too many amazing things. He deals more damage based off of I think it's the difference in speed, or maybe it's just his speed, but he seemed like a decent option. But just the meta right now is so crazy that for, you know, to bring someone in an RTA, they have to have four kits stacked into their one kit nowadays, or they have to have like some sort of revive themselves, or some sort of immune to being one shot, or yeah, some kind of crazy stuff, right? I'm sure you guys have seen it with the Dark Andres or the Holy Yolandas or all that nonsense that's going on right now. Okay, so we're kind of running out of carries a little bit. Pluto should be able to do some decent stuff, although I don't think he can win against this team. It's got Vance and Lightwing Zack. I don't think he can win. It cannot have a Metasia. Okay, this looks good. This does look good. And then this team, we should be okay. We should be able to kill the damage dealers, and then everyone else should be able to help out too. What is our next carry? That looks. See, I say carries, but most of these carries are just farmers, but this just allows you guys to see how important leveling up your farmers are. I mean, it helps out all the way till the end game, guys. Storm Duel, I would say, has to be, I mean, besides Real-Time Arena, it has to be one of the most end game content that they've released. At least if you're trying to compete for ranks or competing for the 1 mil before the weekend ends. What are we gonna do? Okay, so we've got fire DPS, wood DPS, good support from C-Kane. Should be fine, I think. No! Oh my gosh. So they outsped us with Halia. I don't know why. Oh my gosh, this team is just super bad. See, guys, sometimes it just doesn't work out in auto, I guess. Kind of running out of carries, but Adelette is really nice. She can hinder the team quite a bit by herself. Just needs some solid damage, maybe some. Oh yeah, we could put in Grayson as well, and then last but not least, we need. What do we need? We can throw in a water damage dealer. We're gonna get totally CC'd by this team outsped. So if you see a team that looks like it's gonna outspeed you, or looks like there's a lot of RNG elements like Silent, Lydia, I would probably just say this team. We might even lose because Holy Olan is a beast. You guys probably already. This team does. I mean, we have a chance of losing. Okay. So like if the AI acts up or picks the wrong threat to kill, that's, you know, those are the chances that we're risking right now, but so far it's paying off. Okay, so we're gonna have to go with Vance. Vance is pretty solid, as well as Ham. Ham's a pretty decent threat. Then we can go with some control. So we've kind of started finishing these guys lower down the list, which is always nice, because then it takes less time to scroll. So this team doesn't look too scary. I mean, Balworth could kill everybody, but it doesn't. Nice. And then this one doesn't look too scary as well. So that one was pretty easy. Next composition. What are we gonna? Let's do like an Aaron Shane Wombo combo with some basic business. Who's got an amazing basic that we still have left? Decisions. We need some. I mean, we can go with Rick, and we. Oh shoot, we could go with Rosalie. Yeah, Rosalie's just pretty nice. And then who else? Let's do EFD. But we're gonna have to be a little wary about being outspent, because, you know, some of our guys aren't the fastest with this team competition. And this one might be a little too dangerous, but this one looks okay, maybe. Okay. See, I always, like, I'm never 100% sure once you start using most of your fillers and you get to the, you know, the weird comp. And this one also looks decent. Alright, there we go. We can do Rick. We also can do, her name's not it's like Alicia, right? But it's Alexia in game. I wonder when they're gonna fix that. And do some other business. Oh, maybe like a Q-Bag action with some Gavin. And this kind of looks perfect. Ignore defense, counters Hackern pretty well. I'm with it. Really with it. And alright, so we have some RNG here with Levi, but I'm just, yeah, I'm gambling tonight, guys. This is just what it's like having this many 6 stars, is you just have a few more chances to gamble. Okay, so we've been doing great on our list. Let's take Palaspin. Let's also take Poros. Who should we bring? Maybe Hacky Boy, as well as Jabez. I think this is a good composition. Maybe, yeah, okay. Like, Hackern is just an insane epic. If you guys haven't built Hackern, if you haven't booked Hackern, he just gives you so much mitigation. Crazy. Alrighty. Got Hector still. He's good single target damage dealer. We also has Mikasa. You can also throw in Brand for some decent support, as well as some control from Alune. The thing is, I don't know if Alune opens up with her silence or her sleep. I wish she did. And okay, we should be fine. No, Lordric. He must have got CC'd and then he must have CC'd us back or something. Dang, that's kind of a shame. Should have reset there. See, when in doubt, reset, guys. It's not worth losing the win streak points. We're gonna go with Yana today. We are also gonna go with. Ooh, our options are looking very interesting now. This is also where I would almost, instead of taking the loss, I would just go for the 1 or 2 difficulty 2 as well. because, you know, instead of just getting 0 points, you can get like 10% less if you would have done max difficulty, which I would say is definitely worth it still. So we're just probably gonna finish most of these leftover filler battles just by doing difficulty 1 or 2. And if we do see a team on 3, we can definitely, I don't know, if they kill Baron, we definitely have a chance. But okay. Yeah, let's stick with 1. Stick with 1 or 2. Maybe we win here. Okay. Alrighty, we're trying to bust this out as fast as possible, just because I don't want this to be, you know, like a 2-hour video. Not super fun. But I do want to show you guys, like, the more 5 stars, the more 6 stars but just the more units you have to work with in general, the easier it's gonna get. But don't be too upset if you aren't maxing out these reward thresholds quite yet, because like I said, guys, this is one of the technically one of the hardest game modes to complete, just because it requires one of the most resources, right? You need so many 5 stars, 6 stars, as well as good gears, glyphs, abilities, all that jazz. So don't really beat yourself up if you aren't able to compete in it yet. But I do want to give you guys hope, and I do want to say it is worth competing in, because you get so many nice forging resources. You get charms. Like I said, forging resources is great because those upgraded sets are better than the ones you can currently farm. So the more chances you have at crafting a set that's usable for you, or a set that upgrades nicely for you, the better. As well as being able to farm a legendary ascension potion. This is great. It's, you know, it takes 10 weeks to get a full potion, but it just adds the passive income to the potions that you get from arena reset as well as void tower reset. So that's super nice. Let's finish this up real quick. Oh my gosh, they have a freaking dark, what are these teams? Some of these teams are like very scary. These guys have A2 Dark Hazels and A2 Dark Valerias when I'm on difficulty 1. Oh my gosh, luckily I think difficulty 1 reduces their gear requirement for their stats as well, just not their levels or their ascensions. It's weird. So we're kind of coming towards the end. What can I see us? All right, I can see us winning with this. It should be okay. I mean, Augustine could kill EFD pretty easily. Nice. I mean, all it really takes is a nice counter attack with Augustine. He'll deal some pretty solid splash damage. Do I think we can kill here? No, that might be too much mitigation for this team. And I mean, we've got single targets, so Jonathan really doesn't matter too much. And let's go to the next one. I think this is going to be our last filler squad, guys. Super exciting. Nice. And then on to the OP squad. That watch our OP squads just lose too. I feel like our fillers did pretty decent. So what is this team? We're gonna get CC by Virgin, something like that. I mean, if we out sustain, we should. Okay, never mind. Or probably just destroyed Jacob there. And we're gonna get CC'd by Tia, so let's not. See, like I said, once you get higher in the difficulty, it's gonna take a few more refreshes to find that team that looks like you have a chance against. So all these teams are great. That's kind of a shame. Okay, this team we might have a chance against. There we go. Alrighty, we are on the home stretch, guys. We've got our OP squads. Let's definitely not allow Afroni to stay in there. Okay. Shout out to all you guys that built Afroni. She is a beast. She is so scary in RTA. I don't know if you guys have gone against her yet, but there's really only a few counters that I've kind of figured out. One is bringing in like Halia and then just going straight into your nuker and not giving her a turn to counterattack to max or rage. 2 is bringing in someone that deals damage based off of the difference of attack, like Bez, Alessia. I mean, even, you know, Holy Yolanda can kind of snipe her, but not everyone has Holy Yolanda, right? And then crowd controlling is also a great way to deal with her. Like Ashlyn, 2-turn stun does wonders because she can't counterattack when she's stunned. So there are a few ways of dealing with the Frony, but she's after her buff, she's just definitely probably the top bruiser in the game. I'd say she's just insane. So all you guys that have booked her and invested into her, congratulations. I don't know, I might be joining the Frony club pretty soon. I just recently finished booking up Nero. I'm currently working on this team looks super tanky, but we should be able to kill them. I'm currently working on Alessia, and she's the queen of RTA right now. So I'm sure you guys have seen some guides or showcases of her, but she's definitely worth the books, dude. See, the thing is, there's so many heroes that are worth booking, but there's not enough books in Ace. There's not enough books in Ace, not yet. I hope that some of the new contents that they're coming out with kind of fixes those issues, because, you know, right now you can only really farm like a legendary book a month free to play. Kind of sucks. I'm hoping either this new dungeon or maybe when Guild vs Guild comes around that they'll just release more avenues of getting books, because that would be pretty sweet. I think that's maybe the main concern of the community. I'm not sure, what would you guys like to be changed in Ace, or what are you unhappy about? Or what are you happy about? Yeah, we're gonna win with this team for sure. This is a really nice cleave. We got Wintrix, we got Tia. Shouldn't really have too much difficulty. We're on our 9th squad, so only one more to go, and we should be fine. We've got and last but not least, guys, this is a fun one with Godfrey Oria. Got a bunch of CC and then a bunch of single target damage. I think, yeah, we should be good here too. There's no way we lose with, well, as I say that, we could lose against Lydia, so I'm just gonna refresh that. And then there you go, guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy that video, and once again, thank you HUAWEI for sponsoring today's video. If you guys do like this content, like the video, subscribe so you see future videos, and make sure you comment down below letting me know what your most wanted legendary is, so you participate, or so you get entered to win, to have a chance of winning our giveaway before it concludes on the 31st of this month. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.